Hello，各位观众，大家好，欢迎来到周末鬼故事趴，我是直播主阿任。如果你是第一次点到这个频道的朋友们，欢迎来。等一下我好像忘记设定了什么东西了，不好意思各位同学，现在这个因为太久没开直播了，所以好，成功了，好。这个如果你是第一次点到这个频道的朋友们，欢迎加入我们的团体。我们是不定时会开播的一个鬼故事频道哈。那我们呢，礼拜六晚上9点呢会上网看一些外国的恐怖的灵异的影片。那如果呢你对于这个灵异鬼故事或恐怖影片的朋友们觉得有兴趣的话，欢迎加入我们，然后来到线上跟我们聊天。那如果你开启小铃铛订阅的话呢，这个我在直播的时候，你们就可以看得到了呢。虽然我最近好像不是很常直播，但是这个还是跟大家说声抱歉啊。这个直播的时间非常长，如果你想要这个跳到后面去的话你看到重播的朋友们，你想跳到后面去的话，可以直接跳到后面去。好。那大致上就是这样了。好，那因为直播时间很长，所以我们就等一下看看会不会其他朋友上线了。Hello 学长你好，好久不见，太久没播了哈。这个其实我已经准备好今天晚上要播了，你知道吗？因为我们在那个团里面有讲过说今天要播嘛，对不对？然后因为太久没播了，我以为是9点半播，然后我刚再回来看。路人同学你好，所以我看的时候发现，靠腰以前都是9点播，所以就马上赶快调一调，然后上线。今天在外面，今天留不了很多影没关系没事，跟大家打声招呼就好。等一下再看看会不会其他朋友上线吧，对吧？那今天因为这个林同学应该是这个昆江林同学林昆江同学，每次在这个 Top 5的时候都 Q 我所以这个我想说很久也1个月了吧，算是1个月前才跟他直播，以后变成是月播了这样，时间特别的长，对吧？那最主要的原因是因为就是现在有一些工作手头就比较忙，然后时间就跟这个以前在纽约的时候，因为我大部分的工作时间大部分都是从下午开始会比较忙所以早上的时候会播出时间跟大家聊聊天，然后但是回来台湾之后，这个时差跟大家一样之后，反而就变得有点麻烦所以就变得比较不能跟大家配合，但没关系这个平台是一直都会在，然后也非常感谢这个大家在这个鬼故事趴的这个社团鬼故事趴邪教脸书的社团里面踊跃的活动，相信那边有非常多可以疏解大家这个心灵上对于这个未知事物的好奇心然后这个路人同学或者学长同学进来之后，我的声音 O 不 OK 因为我不是很确定我匆匆忙忙的就开了直播，所以不是很确定说声音调配的 O 不 OK， 对吧？那总之就先这样子吧，我们等到那个9点半看看会不会其他的朋友上线这样子，然后上线之后我们再来看看这个，我们再来该怎么讲，我们再来看今天的影片这样。 然后对，今天早上也很累，今天早上跑去那个 IKEA 买了家具，然后因为一直没有这个现在住的地方一直没有好的桌子椅子哈，然后就每次工作都很不舒服。那其实我之前想说也还好，因为我之前想说，反正我工作的时候我就去星巴克，声音有一点不清楚啊。OK， 是不清楚呢，还是比较小声呢？不清楚还是比较小声呢？看一下 ，filter， 我其实也听不到我自己的声音哈，我要怎么调啊？小声加不清楚 ，OK， 看一下啊。小声加不清楚，这样还是这样还是一样哈，还是一样吗？test 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4，不过还可以听得到哦。Noise speech expander compressor， 我好像没有动到什么东西耶，不然就是我要那个，我来试试看。等一下，不知道会不会有奇怪的声音，我看一下。对，喂 ，test。喂 ，test， 1 2 3 4，啊，好像还可以啦，就是闷闷的嘛，对不对？所以我必须把音乐调小声一点，然后你们应该就会听得比较清楚。好，9点21分哦，好像这个可能大家都出去玩了，还没有其他人上线。我们来再等一下啊！我刚刚讲什么？差不多，对，都差不多，但是就是闷闷的，懂意思？可能是那个，对，有可能是降噪，我降噪可能调太强了，我看一下，降噪，如果我这样子的话，有好一点吗？会比较清楚吗？喂，还是你也听不出什么差别？好，没关系啦，就先这样子吧，对吧？然后我刚刚讲什么？今天早上我去，就我现在在台北嘛，然后一直没有一个合适的这个家具，然后我平常其实工作的时候，现在有电流声，所以变更糟了，对不对？那我还是不要乱动好了，我还是调回来好了。好，这样子，算了，就先闷闷的吧。然后我平常其实工作的时候，我都是去星巴克点一杯咖啡，然后点了一杯咖啡之后，然后就在那边坐一个下午之类的。然后电流声没有了嘛，对不对？然后我就做一个下午，然后所以我就外面工作，但是家里面没有做这个椅子。但是后来发现这样真的太麻烦了，因为我如果去星巴克的话，我如果做的话，我会想要尽量做超过3、4个小时以上。对，Hello， 荣同学你好，荣同学你是不是改名字？荣同学您是不是之前叫不同的名字？因为你这个讲话的口气，我好像在哪里听过。对，以后可能会变越播，我猜。 台主还在台湾，还是回到美国了？还在台湾啊，对吧？还在台湾啊。我刚刚还在讲我。哦，壮龙兄，没错，就是壮龙兄。对，我想起来了，你的名字是不是不太一样？对，我们再等个7分钟啊，看后面的其他人出现。然后我刚刚讲什么东西哦？所以我讲说，因为我想说在星巴克可以撑一下，结果后来发现就是这样，时间其实很不好调配，所以还是得买一些家具。然后我就跑到 IKEA 买了一个桌子，然后刚刚组装完成，对吧？然后，所以我现在有一个很好的桌子可以跟大家聊天，然后还有 OK 的 WiFi， 对，我今天也装了 WiFi， 所以一切非常的顺畅。所以我现在就跟大家讲说，所以我那时候跟大家讲说，这个礼拜六可以开播的原因就是，对。就是我觉得应该是万事俱全了啊，就是对，什么东西应该都有了。我的身体有没有好一点？有在慢慢变正常啦，但是就是还是在吃药了，对吧？还是在吃药，没有全好这样子，对吧？到屋外跑3圈再回来，晚上这么暗，最好不要这样到处乱跑哈，很危险的。对。这个我们再等个5分钟，看看会不会还有其他好朋友进来。那最主要是因为最近回来之后越来越多工作要忙，所以就比较没办法真正开那么长开直播，但是壮龙同学，我们每次播的东西你都有看完吗？我怎么感觉你好像你是不是对于恐怖的东西这个承受力比较低一点？就是你对于这个惊悚灵异的东西是不是比较该怎么讲，就是比较会怕的那种？因为好像每次这个好像就是好像你每次看到什么东西都觉得很可怕的，这样很可怕的感觉。再等4分钟，看看会不会其他人。最近话说那个最近台湾上映的一些鬼片，大家看过了吗？那个什么，那个可能 Evan 还是谁哈，还是昆江林同学。有在 po 的那个台湾的那个什么咒啊，还有那个最近是不是又有什么头七还是什么鬼的，不知道台湾恐怖片之类的，最近都没在看，不知道你们有没有去看过什么，就是看一些鬼片还是怎么样的？最近台湾片，学长说想看咒，你们香港应该还没有上吧，对不对？香港应该没有吧？应该现在就只有台湾有而已，我猜。听说是纪录片性质哈，那个录播兄有写了一个影评在上面。不知道为什么台湾一堆人看恐怖片，台湾一直都有恐怖片市场啊。就是以前我们在大学之前10几年前的时候，我们老师讲说奇怪，台湾人就是很喜欢看灵异的东西，对吧？所以你去看那个，如果你在台北的话，西门町是鬼片上映最多的地方啊，那边都有很多那个进去门口那个有一个乐声吗？还是哪里？我不知道就是有一个电影院，它都会有午夜场之类的，对啊。然后而且台湾就很喜欢进一些，比如说他们片商都很喜欢进一些泰国的啦，或者是那些就是制作成本相对较低的哈。但我并不是讲说制作成本低就品质不好，但是我的意思就是说制作成本低的一些恐怖片，然后 就会进来，然后放一些午夜场之类的。然后台湾就蛮多人看的，台湾就会有不知道，就是有这个风气，票房不错。你说咒嘛，好像那一周上的时候首周票房冠军吧，他应该是选的还蛮好的，他那个时间点。对，壮荣同学说还没有看过 ，OK， 在家看 YouTube 应该没有盗版吧？你可能要去一些特殊的管道，对，对吧？才会看得到那个影片。YouTube 上面最多就只会有那种5分钟讲鬼故事之类的那种版本。Hello， 进仔好，晚上好。我们在1分钟哈，我们就等一下1分钟。我刚刚忘记直播时间是9点，所以就开的比较晚。那很感谢大家哈，还是一定各位同学一定是有开铃铛的哈，才会跳进来。像我这么不准时的直播主，就是这个以后要威胁大家，我没有开铃铛的话，你就不知道我开直播了，因为以后都是随机突袭的，不知道什么时候会出现这样子。台湾最近越来越热了哈，不知道大家会不会觉得有开铃铛提醒，非常好，棒棒的，果然是资深团友。好，那我们这一周要来，只要过一段时间，譬如1-2年，就会有好心的网友上传完整的电影。有这种事？那壮龙兄，你也是太有耐心了吧？居然可以等到1-2年，那也太久了，对啊。好嘞，今天我们要来看什么呢？我们先来看 Search Book 好了哈，我们先来看 Search Book 恐怖先生的影片。先让我来搂一下影片哈，搂一下影片。我看一下哦，在哪里呀？好吧 ，OK， 30公分，什么东西30公分？你的手臂有30公分吗？来啊！这个是会有高画质的哈，等一下，高画质的哈，要把这个影片调整一下。30分钟啦，什么30公分？后背讲。蜜桃成熟时，你讲的那东西，你讲那个是不是古早的东西了，大哥？那个网络上有吗 ？YouTube 有吗 ？YouTube 应该会被抓吧？好，声音大小声再跟我讲一下啊。我担心我讲话太小声了。
Hello everyone, my name is Sir Spooks, and today we'll take a look at 5 scary videos.
So, let's
begin.
非常简洁有力，就是5个恐怖影片。
Justin Parker Productions is a YouTube channel that is mostly filmed with content relating to random vlogs, comedy sketches, and food. In other words, it's not at all the kind of channel where you'd expect to find a creepy.
就是又是一个频道哈，它是一个都跟恐怖片不相关的这个频道哈。壮龙兄，你是骗人的吧？我觉得你应该胆子很大。
Creepy video. But there is one upload he made on November 24th, 2021 that's certainly quite scary. At the beginning of the video, Justin explains that there is something strange in the closet that's causing his cat to be freaked out.
他说他看到他的衣橱的猫哈，在那边好像怪怪的哈。
At various points throughout the video, the curtain can be seen moving seemingly all by itself, which makes Justin and his cat more uncomfortable as time passes. This continues for quite a long while, but then towards the 1-minute mark of the video, something a bit more aggressive happens. Take a look and see.
1分钟之后就出现奇怪的现象。
She keeps going over here to it, you know, Oh,
嗯，
hell no.
这样，它是
See,
直接
this
拉开吗？
is what was going on a while ago. Damn curtain. Over here moving.
他说一直在动，那个车人在动。
At this point, it's obvious that Justin is slowly getting more paranoid, but even still, he manages to stick around and film the closet in case something else happens.
感觉
And sure enough, a little over 30
那是确定是有东西在拉，但是什么东西在拉？
seconds later, something much more terrifying happens.
后面还有，他把摄影机捅进去了。
I don't know what the hell it is.
哦，shit！
No, no. Oh, hell no.
哦，有东西
I'm
被
done.
有东西被丢出来吗？
An object gets thrown out of the closet, which understandably causes Justin to freak out. To this day, Justin has no idea who, or rather what, was
还好，我
inside
觉
this
得是有人
closet.
藏在里面，看起
Who
来。
knows if he will ever solve the mystery? Let's just hope something like
对吧？
this never happened to him or his cat again.
这个应该对于我们的老粉们，这个应该没什么好
Today's
害
video
怕
is。sponsored by Hero Wars. I've finally found something interesting to do when I'm
这
bored.
个
Playing Hero Wars.
干爹
My
啊，
favorite heroes are Galaxy Wars is played by game now and get a super chest with a secret hero
老鼠
as
撞
well
出
as
来的，
600 emeralds.
不知道，感觉就是那个方向跟他拉的方向蛮像的，我觉得，对吧？
The following bizarre video was published to YouTube in June of 2015 by a man named Oleg Petrov and seems to showcase some truly eerie activity happening in the middle of the day in a seemingly normal home. The video begins with an audibly panicked Oleg saying that
为什么他这个影片都是那种录影带画质的哈？你们有没有觉得？
there is something in his kitchen while panting heavily. Throughout the course of the video, Oleg slowly makes his way to the room,
老鼠撞这意思说里面应该有什么动物或什么的吗？
careful not to make too much noise. However, despite his slow movements, it seems as if he still got quite a scare at the end of the day. Have a look.
白天拍的，
Hear something in the kitchen.
在厨房里面有奇怪的声音，声音 OK 吗？椅子，为什么我好色？我讲了什么东西？我这个是
All is
我
peaceful
们
and
是
quiet
一
in the kitchen
个
for a long while.
我们是一个和平跟这个健康的频道。哎，昆江林同学，我发现你应该叫做林昆江吧？你的名字啊，谢谢林同学啊，林同学这么用心的维护我们社团，对，
Sudden,
然后
the
也
chairs begins to move
被林同学
aggressively
点出来
toward
哈，
Oleg,
今天
which in turn causes him
特
to
地
flee
开了
from
直
the
播，
area
1个月
as
之后
fast as
跟
he
大家
can
见面。
before shutting off his recording. Sadly, this video doesn't have a whole lot of context surrounding it, meaning that there is not a whole lot to analyze here. By watching
这
the
个椅子，
video,
你
it
那
certainly
个
seems
进
that
仔
there
同
was
学觉得这个
nothing
椅
in
子
the
喷出来
kitchen,
还不错，对不对？
but the chair moving could obviously be achieved with the help of string. So what's
昆
this
江林
the
同学，
work
你
of
看的也蛮
poltergeist
多的
or
呀，
was
你
it
平
just
常
a
你平常都
hoax?
这么喜欢
I guess we'll
看
never
这
know
个
for
灵异
sure.
的频道。壮荣同学觉得有一点假，就不知道啦。我觉得这种东西就是我们看太多了，所以每一个人的这个对于恐怖的感受力不太一样。
Following video posted to TikTok by a woman going by the username Whitmarie1 looks like a wholesome and innocent video on the surface. In it, we hear Whitney trying to get her horse's attention, who are all too busy relaxing outside to hear their owner. It only takes Whitney a couple of seconds to realize that her horses are stopped still and looking at something.
马是他的马，
Whitney proceeds to look around and scan the area for any sign of what her horses are so captivated
他
by.
的马好像看到
Although
什
she
么东
doesn't
西，
initially notice anything, that
但他没有注
changes
意到什么东
relatively
西，
quickly.
就是他的马，
Taxi. Hey.
他在叫他马。你们 们觉得动物看不看得到？这个是马蹄在雪上走路的声音吧？啊？有人在讲话，有人的笑声。
Out of nowhere, a deep and menacing voice can be heard coming from somewhere nearby saying, "Hey," before just a couple of seconds later, the same voice produces an incredibly unsettling laugh. In the description of the upload, Whitney says
还好，
that
今
the
天
entire
都
incident left her
是比
completely
较，我们
speechless,
开始
and
先
it
比较
seems as
清
if
淡
the
一点，
commenters on the
这样比较
post
好。
are as equally confused as she is. Was this some sort of demonic entity roaming around the area, trying to startle her?
没有拍到东西
Was
啊
it。just a prank? Or was this a hoax? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. 温江林同学每天都看了，小时候被舅舅训练看恐怖片，从日本分支恐怖片开始看，之后就不怕了。日本分支恐怖片，你那个是杀人片吧？应该，你平常是看什么？是看那种杀人片呢，还是看灵异的比较多？ A TikTok user named Angelo Badiano shared the following video to his account on March 21st, 2022, and seems to be quite cute and adorable when you first take a look at it. We watch as Angelo's
所以
trying
一开
to
始
give a
这个
treat to
影
his
片还蛮
baby
可爱的。
when all of a sudden something strange startles him.
OK，
Les quiero enseñar a mi princesa
那
cómo ya platica conmigo.
他的女
Mi
儿
amor, ay, perdón. ¿Qué es eso?
什么东西？
Ven, Angelaini. Ven. Ven, ven, mi amor. Ven.
嗯，
Ven, párate, párate, para que no te
因
puedas.
为没人吗？
¡Lisette! Espera, mi amor. ¡Lisette! Nos acaban de tocar la puerta y la acaban de abrir, no hay nadie. Estoy solo con mi hija.
他说有人把门锁给解开，把门给打开了。他一个人在家，
Demuestra que no hay nadie acá en el
没有人在这边。
patio, no hay. ¡Lisette! ¡Ven! No hay nadie acá en el patio.
没有人。
A mysterious knocking noise can be heard coming from the door nearest Angelo,
哦，
before eventually opening all by itself. It's obvious that he's quite
那边外面有一个人的样子哦。
by this incident, and it's hard to blame him. He proceeds to take a good look around, but he's unable to find anything whatsoever.
可是
When
他很
Angelo
明显
went
看
to
到
bed
有人
that
的样
night,
子啊。
he was surely deeply concerned for the safety of himself and his baby. And
是吧？
seeing
你
as
没
how
有
this
看到人的
video
样子
so
啊？
new, anything is possible. Let's just hope that whatever knocked on that door and opened it isn't lingering around, and that Angelo and his baby can live in peace. ILM and Bano Paranormal is a well-known paranormal investigation YouTube channel where viewers can watch his various dangerous
这个是直播
adventures,
主哈，直播主
exploring
的影
some of
片
the creepiest places imaginable,
会不会比较专业一
including
点？
abandoned
至少
houses,
会把人抓起来废
factories,
之类的。
and haunted forests. In this particular video, he's investigating an underground shelter that looks
哦
like，
一
something
个地
directly
底
out of a
的
horror movie.
防空洞。
Right from the get-go, as soon as he starts to explore the area, something incredibly bizarre happens.
Close it.
哎，那昆江林同学，你看过咒了吗？
Have my stuff. This is the little thing I keep my gimbal in because it's
它的稳定器在这边。 他为什么要介绍它的稳定器？
Hello.
有人吗？
I swear I closed the door. If
我说那个台湾的恐怖片咒啊，票房
Door
冠
that
军，
ILM and
纪录
Bano
伪纪录
closed
片。
opens all by itself without any sort of explanation. Despite this,
他说
he
门自己
presses
打开
forward
吗？
and continues investigating.
他继续
A couple
调
of
查。
minutes later, he finds himself exploring a remarkably gross and worn-down part of the shelter, which captivates him before, out of nowhere, this happens.
There's water down there, and
有水在下面，有人在敲击的声音。
this freak. Some sounds.
If that wasn't chilling enough, about 2 minutes later, it appears as if something from another dimension makes an effort to communicate with him.
Freak, that scared me. Is that?
电话声，
Hello?
听起来像电话声。
Okay, so
台湾还好，国外的比较好看。温江林同学，你说电影吗？还是？
no wait, this.
哦，结果插头没插。
It's not plugged in.
完全没有插东，没有插线。
Later on, he finds himself in an area that is completely littered with debris, and the walls can be seen basically rusting and peeling off before his very eyes. Out of the corner of his eye, the man notices something strange when this happens.
By anything. But
哦哦
no.
哦
Okay, that I
哦
saw it moving and I just completely.
哦！
At this point of the
蛮有趣的。
exploration, it's undeniable that ILMN is deeply frightened, but he isn't quite ready to call it a day yet. As he makes his way into this particular area of the shelter, all seems to be fine, at least for a minute or so, because the uploader's peace gets immediately disturbed.
Here and go home.
还会有比刚刚更猛的吗？
I think it was far, but okay. I have to go for my stuff, so
哦，又是那种探头的。
okay. The sound was definitely from here.
He doesn't seem to initially notice this scary shadow person, but thankfully he makes his way out of the shelter soon afterwards
其实我还
before
想
anything
说
bad could happen
如
to
果
him.
如果那个影
ILMN
子
is
是
well accustomed to these kinds
倒
of
掉的
places,
话，我觉得反而
but I
比较
think it's safe
比
to
较厉
assume
害一
that
点。
this location spooked him.
不知道有
quite
没
a
有
bit.
真的人有直播主可以
And
做
that
到
was 5
有
scary
鬼
videos.
是
I
好
hope you
兄弟
enjoyed
是
the
倒掉
video.
的，
If you did,
然后在
then
天花
subscribe
板
for
上
more
消失的
scary
那种，
content.
我觉得
My
那
name
就
is
比较厉害一点。
and I'll see you all in the next video.
不然每次都是那种黑黑探头的，你们会不会觉得有点，对不对？有一点这个弹性疲乏了哈。但我觉得还好啦，今天我们首先先开始一个这个强度比较轻一点的哈。探头的都有点假装，对啊，我个人是这么觉得啦，就是，就是这个伎俩已经有一点太过于这个重复了，应该是这么说，对吧？那我们今天就来 Top 5吧，那个 New Top 5哈，被关江林同学点出来 New Top 5，New Top 5，New Top 5，我应该要影片到底在哪里？等我一下，我找一下，我忘记我放在哪里了，应该是在这附近，但是我还是没有找到。难道我没有把它涌下来？ 还是有啊，我叫什么名字来着 ？OK。应该是这个，找到了。太多太巧合，这个你说探头的吗？像这个老司机们看久了就会觉得很像，就类似很像。他讲话好大声哦，我应该把声音调小一点点。
Lurking in the woods.
在树林里这个
There's TikTok account is dedicated to cars, bikes, do-it-yourself projects, and his family. Absolutely nothing paranormal or supernatural.
OK， 所以这个直播主专门是修车或者是他家里面的抖音的账号，专门是他家生活的一些影片。
However, 3 months ago, Justin bought himself a 2002 Nissan Xterra.
好，他买了一个新的这个新车哈，这位抖音
And filmed himself as he installed brand new reverse lights.
Today I'm putting some rear LED lights on my Nissan Xterra. These are the flush mount LEDs I bought off of eBay. They're pretty cheap. The lights are installed. I'm going to take them back out.
在 eBay 上买的灯。哦 ，OK， 事情改
So
装
one
了。
of Justin's viewers asks how well the reverse lights work at night. And Justin drives out into the dark woods near a lake in North Carolina to show just how bright the
North Carolina， 北卡哦，他在北卡莱纳州。这个网友让他测试一下这个他的背后灯装的怎么样，所以他就开车哈，晚上的时候去测试，可能是在测试的时候就拍到奇怪的东西。
TikTok viewers are shocked when the reverse lights illuminate something downright chilling.
The lights are definitely functional, but unfortunately I live in a city and there are street lights everywhere. But I can find a place to go test them. Okay, I found some really dark.
他说这个城市都有街灯啊，没有办法测试，所以他跑到乡村的地方。
I just put some tinfoil over the reverse lights, so I'm going to show you what the stock reverse lights look like, and then I'm going to uncover them and show you what the added reverse lights look like.
Okay.
These are the stock reverse lights.
这是原本的灯，原本的车灯，
Literally can't see
看不到
anything.
东西。
And these are the ones I just installed.
他装的新的灯，他新装的背灯。
Look how friggin' bright that
我
is.
靠，这
This is
个
amazing.
蛮强的
Yeah,
哈。
so
但你用这个灯
are not just for looks.
不会把你照
Did you
瞎
see
吗？
it? As Justin turns on the lights, an arm wrapped around a tree can be seen sliding
You
its
just
way
don't.
slowly out of sight.
嗯，
After many comments from freaked out viewers, Justin finally sees the arm and decides to go back to investigate during the day.
啊，他说网友指出来的时候，他才发现后面有手，然后他就白天的时候过去调查。
Okay, I'm leaving work. 2 blocks that way is where the arm was.
他回去调查那个地方。
Okay, this road goes down to the lake, which is right there, and a public boat landing. This is where my truck was backed in.
他当时把车子停在这边，
That is the tree.
那是那一棵树。
As you can see, people illegally dump stuff out here all the time.
哦，他说这边有很多垃圾在这边，会不会是有游民住在这里？
Mostly trash, but a lot of animal carcasses too. And this is the tree.
那是那棵树。
And here we are behind the tree. It's where my Xterra was backed in.
那是他的
I'm
车。
about 5'10". I'm not a very superstitious person, so you're not going to get much out of me. I just think, if anything, somebody back here.
Now, even after all of that, Justin still believes the arm simply could have belonged to someone that happened to be out in the
他说他是不相信哦，这个人他是不相信有什么怪东西，他只是觉得可能晚上的时候有人出现在那边而已，对吧？
But
他相信是有人在那
could
里
it。be a creature, a ghost, or perhaps even creepier? Is it just someone hiding in the dark woods? Let me know down in the comments. Cries from beyond. This next video was sent in by Nuke's Top 5 viewer Peter Canova.
哦，是这个 New Top 5的这个网友提供的影片。
Peter explains in his email that his friend was remodeling a house in Des Moines, Iowa that had been abandoned for over 10 years.
他朋友在这个爱荷华州的朋友的一间房子废弃了很久。
Peter's friend shared a chilling video that was recorded by a tile installer named Javier.
他怎样？他们是重新装修吗？重新装潢吗？I can hear better. 我这边可以听得比较清楚。他在这个正在重新装修哈，他刚装修好了这个浴室。他听到有人在哭的声音像小孩子的声音。在房，他说所有的房间都是空的，呼声不知道从哪里来。他说他有点不想去地下室，但是他要去确认地下室，外面也没有东西。真的好像是地下室的声音，越来越大声。哇，这个也太大声了，真的是在这里。哦shit，我有点毛，就在这里，没错，声音在这边。他说那边没有东西哦。他说有东西在敲的声音。啊
The loud cries of a child can be heard coming from the basement. Javier checks every room but finds no one. Suddenly, there's an unexplained loud bang from somewhere, and Javier makes a run for it. Javier refuses to ever return to the house again.
他后来拒绝回去。这个感觉蛮真的，这个我觉得。
Before we move on to the next video, if you see anything that you think should be included in the top 5, contact us at nukestop5@gmail.com.
我觉得他的反应蛮真的。
Oh dear.
怎么报警？这个 John Smith 同学你好 ，John Smith 同学，你是新同学还是老同学？我好像没看过你发言哦。怎么不报警啊？这个也是一个非常好的问题。那我是觉得他的反应还蛮正常的啦，对啊。
Terrence Leonio from Windsor, Ontario, Canada often goes out into the woods to record himself overtone singing for TikTok and YouTube.
他是一个在野外表演的音乐家吗？
One day he decides to stream live, and as he starts to sing, he seems to capture the attention of a passing deer.
有一只鹿他在表演的时候，有一只鹿对他产生了兴趣。
Pretty sure he was looking for where the sound was coming from, but I stopped and started talking, and now he's confused. All right.
这是他的表演吗？我以为他会表演什么乐器，结果他在那边，这感觉是。
And there's the deer, but did you see it?
有鹿，然后呢？
Terrence
还
seems
有
to
什
have
么东
caught the
西？
attention of something else lurking in the woods. Several strange slim figures seem to be hiding in the trees behind the deer. Terrence's TikTok viewers believe the mysterious creatures could be cryptids, Sasquatch, or even skinwalkers.
他在想说会不会是什么奇怪的东西？杨同学你好，我们这个频道是不定期直播，之前是每周末会直播，每周末晚上9点会直播啦，但最近太忙了，所以变成是，对，反正是礼拜六晚上9点，有时候我会冒出来，所以你对我们频道有兴趣的话，可以 订阅，开个小铃铛，这样我们这个直播的时候，你就会发现我们了。对。
But what do you think Terrence's singing could have summoned from the deep Canadian woods?
哦，然后对那个John同学
，A doorway。
我们的脸书也有社团，我们脸书有这个鬼故事趴邪教的这个社团，啊，那边有很多朋友在那边分享一些灵异的东西。你如果对灵异的东西有兴趣的话，欢迎去加入那个社团。我们目前的扛把子有很多，尤其是昆江林同学，还有 Evan 学长之类的，大家都非常踊跃在上面发言。
This next bizarre clip comes from a small YouTube channel that is not even necessarily dedicated to ghost hunting or the supernatural. Partners Rain and Jenno post random videos to their personal channel, Sinister RP.
这个感觉是一个灵探哈，灵探的
These videos
频
range
道。
from art and music to their own personal passion, which is exploring haunted places.
哦，他们就会去一些传说中闹鬼的地方探险啊，这两
Now,
个人。
Rain and Jenno do not claim that they are, quote, professional ghost hunters.
但他们说他们
In
不是专
fact,
业的，
they are
他
a
们
bit
只是
skeptical themselves, and they
他们
even
自己
invite their viewers to debunk any paranormal evidence that they find.
他说他们自己也是半信半疑哈，不是很相信。所以如果有网友发现他们有什么奇怪的地方啊，或者是有科学解释，欢迎来跟他们挑战。
the craziest stuff. I mean, let us know. I mean, let us know what you think. You know what I mean? By all means, if we can debunk this, I would love to be able to. And if we can't, I mean, I'd love that even more.
But there is one video in particular that even the couple and their YouTube viewers cannot explain.
哦，他说他们的频道有一支影片哈，是他们自己跟 YouTube 的这个网友们都没有办法解释的一支影片。
First, the couple captures some odd sounds in this abandoned
有奇
farmhouse.
怪的声音。
This time, we ended up capturing something else, something really weird.
What was that?
What? If you heard a squeak, I was...
No, I heard a bang.
没有听到什么声音。
Not much else happens, but then, by accident, the couple captures this.
他说没什么事情发生了，但是之后他们又拍到了奇怪的影片。Evan 你好 ，Evan 晚安。怎么样啊？最近如何？有拍到什么吗？你没看到
Did you see it?
？Did you see it?
Some
No.
dark humanoid shape seems to appear near the
OK， 有
door
个人形。
and then quickly moves away and disappears into nothing. Rain and Jenno try to debunk the figure and even
我觉得这个有点特效哎。
invite their audience to do the same.
Now, of course,
如果他真的没有做特效的话，感觉就是那女生蹲下来之后有光影去影响到。
first thing that's running through my head is, that might be one of her shadows. But
对啊，她的阴影。
and that's what's still been going through my head. But I don't know. You know, everybody else now is saying that's not your shadow. That has its own movement to it. And
网友说他自己有动啊，不是他的影子。
Watch. I move and it stays still. And then it moves and disappears.
But there is just no rational explanation. So, what do you think?
嗯，
Check out this full video
不知道，
over
我
on
觉
the
得他
YouTube
太污
channel,
了，我觉得
Sinister
有点
RP.
一咪咪特效感。Evan 还可以哈，天气越来越热了，对我来讲不是很好。
Urban exploration gone wrong. Urban explorer Andy Persons heads out to Albany, New York to see the old Tobin's First Prize Center.
纽约的啊，我怎么不知道这个地点？早知道我应该去探险一下。
Which is a meatpacking facility that was built in 1924.
1924年的一个屠宰场，屠杀
And was later left
杀猪的
completely abandoned.
被废
Together
弃了
with。his two friends, he makes his way through the massive old crumbling factory, and he discovers
看起来
something
蛮酷的。
truly unnerving.
他们发现了
Because
什么
they
东西？
might not be the only ones there.
This is the fun part.
有游民住那边哦，我猜。他说 不是只有他们在那边。
So this is where things kind of got a little weird. We were coming down these staircases, and I shined my flashlight to the left, and out of
他从楼梯上走下来，用那个他的手电筒往左
the
边
corner
照
of。my eye, all I could see was someone in a black trench coat
他看到
quickly
有一个
rush
黑色的
over
影
through
子
the
啊
door and hide
跑
in the
过去，
corner.
然后躲在角落。有吗？有人跑过去吗？有哎、真的是游民。哦，还有他还
I
在那
shined my
边。
flashlight down the elevator shaft that was right next to me, and all of a sudden, we all started hearing a bunch of voices and just people that were inside of the walls.
他听到很多人的声音。
We just decided to get out there pretty quickly and let
他们
them
后来就
A
离开
man
了
who。seems to be wearing a dark trench coat quickly disappears out of sight. Then the group hears voices coming from the walls all around them.
他说那个人穿的有点像屠宰场的衣服啊，屠夫的衣
Spooked
服
by。the creepy event, they decide to just get out of there. Now, whether what they caught is paranormal, I'm not sure. But as I've said before, sometimes real people are much more frightening. Anyway,
有可能是
you
真的
can。watch the entire exploration of this creepy abandoned factory over on the YouTube channel, Andy Persons. Through
Evan 也会照太阳光太久也会过敏。是哦，你也有光过敏吗？那要赶快那要注重防晒跟保湿哈。杨同学你好，大家晚安。今天还好吗？你现在是在医院吗？还是你现在才刚回家？
the looking glass. Late one night, TikTok user Apple DeCastro decides to weigh herself on a scale in her family home in the Philippines.
菲律宾的女孩儿要量体重，这样好吗？
She stands in front of a mirror, and what happens next is truly bizarre.
她站在镜子前面量体重，然后呢 ，Evan 直接不出门，真的假？我跟你讲啊，我那个有一个我去买了，有一种那种外套叫做马拉松外套，然后它那个材质很薄，虽然比较贵一点，然后那个出门蛮有帮助的，可以帮你遮太阳，也不会太热，你就不用穿很多，然后但是就是薄薄的一件这样，对，蛮好的。这个画质有点太差了吧？那影子没在动，但这个画质真的好差。这是用什么拍的？九九你好，九九晚安。
Apple's reflection in the mirror seems to move out of time with her body.
这个有点难说啦，它这个真的有可能是它的这个监视器还是手机的画质真的太差了，所以影像。小弟今天迟到了，不会啦，我今天也迟到了。对，这个杨同学说疫情医院不能超过2个小时，所以只能回家。OK。Evan 讲说有买一件含玻尿酸的薄外套，穿起来是凉凉的感觉，似乎有保湿。哦，这么厉害，感觉很高级。
Now, of course, this could just be a weird CCTV compression glitch, but her brother Joshua actually sees it happen with his own eyes. Another camera angle records his reaction.
他说他的朋友有看到这个现场的状况，好像也不太对劲。这边有拍到他的那个表情，他的兄弟 Joshua。 觉得他的意思是说，他的兄弟知道，他的兄弟觉得不太对劲。
Joshua can't believe what he's seeing, and he quickly goes to warn his sister. Together, they check the footage recorded by their CCTV cameras and post their creepy experience to TikTok. So could this be a glitch in the Matrix? A haunted mirror? Or just a really, really strange camera glitch? As always, I leave it to you to decide. No entry.
但至少我觉得这个影片看起来蛮真的。外套不贵，1000块以内，在东森还是某某买的。哦 ，OK。
As with most Japanese videos, I have no idea what the source
我的马拉松外套还有3000块左右以上。
is for this next creepy clip. The clip shows two guys approaching an old school building that is under renovation and is allegedly haunted.
在整修的学校哈，然后有闹过鬼。
Even though there's tape at the entrance saying no entry, the two friends step inside anyway. What happens next is absolutely terrifying.
就是日本的直播主。没有人在这边，我们就直接进去吧。是一个老建筑物，是什么？什么东西都没有吗？我们离开吧。哎，门是开着的。
初じゃね？開いてたの。
開いてたら入るでしょ。
もう入ってくださいって言ってんだから。
他意思是说他欢迎我们进来。走吧。我很确定我们会找到什么东西的。2楼。哦，很大的位置。还有在整修。
でもここか？本当だ。なんだっけ？コーンだっけ？
那个。
何？
堆。那个。
いや、知らねえ。俺は知るわけねえんだろ。工事なんてやったことねえよ。
施工堆。哎呦！刚刚那也太明显了吧
A mysterious woman wearing a white dress silently approaches the two friends from the darkness. She seems to have no visible arms. The two guys run in fear and scream for help. What happens next, we'll just never know. And whether the footage is real or not, that's up for you to decide. Either way, the clip is chilling.
是啦，这个影片看起来还蛮恐怖的。
This next spooky video was sent in by Nuke's Top 5 viewer Zoe from Perth, Australia. Zoe says that she's a registered nurse.
感觉是正妹，啾啾是你的菜吗
？Working the night shift at a nursing home. She says that there is one particular room in the nursing home that gives the entire staff the creeps.
有一个房间是不能进去的，所有的人都很害怕进去。
The staff says that they feel watched while in the room, and that the room often feels extremely cold for no reason.
那个房间里面感觉很冷啊，一直都很冷。他的叫声你笑了，哪里触碰到 Evan 的这个笑点？
Some have even witnessed chairs moving around by themselves.
椅子会动来动去。
One night, Zoe and the rest of the staff are gathered in the office when they notice something very strange on the CCTV.
是监视器哦，监视器上的影像。这样灯自己关掉了。OK。有蚊子飞过去，蚊子又飞过来。
The lights in the room start to flicker and dim in a bizarre pattern, and then some dark shape seems to pass in front of the camera. Not once, but twice. Now, could this be something paranormal, or just a strange lighting malfunction? And just what are those two dark shapes? Tell me what you think.
有可能是供电不良坏掉。
Paranormal investigators K and L from the YouTube channel K and L Ghost Hunters spend the night at the historic Red Lion Hotel in Colchester, England.
英格兰的一个旅社
Built way back in 1465.
1465
It's no surprise that the hotel has a long history of tragic events and paranormal activity. Just to give one example, several hundred years ago, a horrible fire ravaged the hotel and took the lives of several young children. These days, it's said that the spirit of a young boy wanders the restaurant of the hotel. He is often seen photographed by guests. Most of all, the spirit of the young boy is often seen by children.
小朋友也很容易看到那个小朋友的
K&L leave a static camera to record in the restaurant as they investigate the basement of the hotel. Later, when they check their footage, they are shocked by
地
what
下
they've
室，
caught.
他们去地下室调查，回头看的时候才发现奇怪的影像。OK，
A small head about the height of a young child can be seen peeking through the glass windows of one of the restaurant doors. Paranormal investigators K&L believe that they might have captured the spirit of the young boy that guests claim to have seen over the years. But what do you think this small figure could be? Let me know. You can watch this entire investigation and many more over on the YouTube channel K&L Ghost Hunters. Dead in the water.
Dead in the water， 在水里面死亡。
In another strange video shared to the internet without a source, someone can be seen taking off their shoes after having walked through a waterfall in Malaysia and
马来西亚的影片啊，有一个人啊把鞋子拿掉，在溪中走路、水中走路啊。但这个影片的来源不知道是哪里来的。
discovering small clumps of leeches stuck to their feet.
啊，是那个吗？血渍吗？粘在他脚上。
If that isn't horrifying enough, there's something else in this video that's very disturbing.
除此之外，还有奇怪的事情在这个影片里面。我靠，那个也太多了吧！哟耶！
Did you see it?
没有，没看到。
Someone or something can be seen sitting on a rock inside the waterfall.
有一个
Whoever or whatever it is appears to be wearing a white dress and has long dark hair and dark
是白色衣服跟黑色长发。
Now, without a source, it's impossible to establish whether this footage is real, fake, or even explainable. But let me know your thoughts down in the comments.
今天好多穿白色衣服的人。
Thanks so much for watching my upload schedule. It's kind of weird these days, so please hit the subscribe button and the bell so you never miss a video. My Instagram is there, my Twitter is there, and Tickety Talk. Hopefully, I'll see you back here next time.
今天好多那个。 今天好多白色衣服的美女出现在我们的影片里面。10点半我们直播到10点半还有10分钟的时间啊。这个再来稍微看一下，我们能看多少吧。再来看一个那个 Black Hand 的。
How you doing? I'm Callan and this is Slapped Ham. Today we're looking at some mysterious video clips that no one can quite explain. So hit that subscribe button and get ready for more freaky content. Just like this. In this video, TikTok user Chase the Base shares some security footage from inside his parents' home, showing what he believes to be a ghost. In a separate clip, he mentions that he was initially hesitant to upload the footage because he didn't think people would believe it.
他一开始还很犹豫要不要把这个影片上传，因为他觉得大家不相信。
My parents have security cameras in their living room. and a few months ago they caught a ghost on camera.
In the security footage, we can see that the lights are on. Then, just after they click off, something eerie happens. Take a look.
灯光灯突然自己掉，然后有一个影子走过去。
A figure walks from one side of the room to the other. It's pale and seems to be somewhat transparent. The footage has left some wondering if the house has a tragic past. Unfortunately, the uploader doesn't elaborate. So what do you think's been captured here? Does it really show a ghost? Or is the camera somehow distorting the details of a regular person?
摄影机
Let me
坏
know your
掉
theories
有
on
可
this
能吗？
one in the comment
不知
section
道，
down below.
应该不太可能吧。
In this clip,
谁
uploaded to
在
the YouTube channel
那个窗
Caçadores
户
de Sombra, the Brazilian-based ghost hunters conduct a terrifying exploration
巴
of what
西
appears to
的
be an abandoned
灵探？
town. At the beginning of the video, the team explains that this area has a tragic past. A child was supposedly playing nearby when they fell into a well.
之前有一个小朋友在这边玩水的时候掉到井里面死掉了。
They were eventually rescued, however, sadly passed away soon after.
他虽然被救起来，但是后来还是死掉了。
After the boy's death, people began to report strange occurrences in the house he used to live in. Creepy things
他之前住在这边然后后来就有很多灵异现象发生。
also started happening to others who lived in the area, and soon the spook locals began to move away. The team
住在那边的人后来就搬走了，因为这个地方闹很
began their
凶。
investigation by entering one of the houses. It's run down and water leaks in from the rain that's pouring down outside.
又下雨。
The explorers continue to move from house to house, searching the empty buildings.
他们团也太大了吧？
Then, as they look around one house in particular, they hear a sudden knocking sound, as if someone's banging on one of the
听到有
walls.
敲门声。
They begin searching for the origin of the noise, which leads them into one of the adjoining rooms.
哎，猫兄，你
There,
赶
they
上
shine a
了。
light on something
Hello，
unsettling. Take a look.
最近好吗？哦，有一个人在窗户外面。
There appears to be a child-sized figure watching them through one of the windows.
他没有追过去啊。
They
有，好
run
像
out
有追
into
过
the
去，
night, but the figure seems to have completely vanished.
后来就找不到了。 哦，他们是真的有分
This
两
mysterious
批去追
figure
的。
really be the ghost of the young boy who fell into the well? Or was it simply a curious
哦，
squatter
是那
who's
个小
keeping
朋
a
友吗
cautious eye on？
掉
the
到
team as
水里
they
面的小
explore
朋友
the
吗？
area? Unfortunately, it seems that the figure's identity will have to remain a
对，到
mystery.
刚刚才醒啊，
At least
这么厉害！
for
我以
the
为你是
time
打团战打到现在。
This clip was shared to Reddit by user AMRV5.
别闹鬼
It，shows some
这应该
possible
又是东西
paranormal
飞来飞
activity.
去吧？
Take a look.
哦，OK， OK， 哦，
As you can see, the picture on the wall begins to move back and forth.
嗯，
Then, just before the end of the clip,
Mhm.
the chair slowly begins to turn as if touched by some sort of unseen force.
不知道为什么突然睡着。你今天有工作吗？
In the comments section, the poster mentions that prior to capturing this footage, they had noticed that things didn't seem to stay on the walls of their apartment for very long. Posters and pictures would fall off at random times, startling
他
them
说他
and
家
their
的东西
roommates.
常常会掉下来，
Initially, they thought temperature changes or
房
drafts
间
might
的
have been
温
responsible
度也
for
会
falling
变
pictures.
来变去。
However, they started to think otherwise soon after a friend gifted them some art. They decided to frame the pieces and hang them up on the walls, but both fell in the middle of the night. One even fell hard enough to knock a hole in the deck
他朋友给他的画在半夜的时候会掉下来。
below. So does this footage prove their problem might actually be paranormal in nature? Perhaps these roommates have a rather picky resident poltergeist, one that doesn't appreciate their taste in art.
这种天气很好睡，会吗？这种天气对我来讲好难睡哦，好热哦。我需要冷一点才睡得到。
YouTube user The Last Samana uploaded this mysterious video.
是在天空吗？天上在飞的，地上在爬的。
It focuses on a flying object, possibly a plane, in what appears to be a cloudless sky somewhere over the United States.
是飞机类吗？
At first, it looks as though the footage glitches as the craft seems to pause, then suddenly shoot forward.
我看不出有什么异样。这个飞的东西有很奇怪吗？
However, the fact that you can see the tree branch in the foreground moving normally means that the camera must be working fine. The narrator even comments on how the object seems to change speed as if it's pulsing in the air.
这个东西会改变速度，会在天上停下来。他说一下子快，一下子慢。
The footage continues for several more seconds before this happens.
接下来什么事？消失了。哦。
Watching that again, the craft seems to blink in and out of view.
好像是闪了几下之后就消失了，应该是基隆都吧，赛亚人瞬间移动，他突然消失了。他说那边都没有云了，天空上什么都没有。
There's not a cloud in the sky, so where could this plane have gone?
在上面吧。
What makes the video even more interesting is that several other people commented that they too had seen similar objects disappearing.
其他人说回应说他们有看过同样的现象。
So what do you think's been caught on camera here? Was it simply a regular plane, some sort of military craft, or could the object?
凉凉的会热吗？温差迟钝。
Either way, it's certainly strange
可能是因为我住公寓很小吧，然后我的公寓我又不开窗户，所以。 不通风之下就会比较热，因为我真的不想开窗户，外面空气太差了，对啊。
Our next video, uploaded to YouTube by UrbexMX, documents a possible ghost sighting that took place in a cemetery near Culiacan, the largest city in Sinaloa, Mexico.
墨西哥坟场。
The video starts with footage of
应该有看过吧？还是我只是。 这个 setting 感觉在哪里见过？
Carefully weave through the tombstones, they likely have no idea what's in store for them. Less than 20 minutes in, they think they hear a faint cry in the distance.
我听到有人在哭。
Seconds later,
肯定有看过这个影片。
spot something eerie.
哦。 有一个人在那边吗？
It's easy to tell the cameraman is distressed after what he saw, yet the group moves in for a closer inspection.
他们往前移动，然后更靠近那边。
They search the area for the figure, but it seems to have completely vanished.
后来没看到了。
Soon, the team approaches a grave and discovers a creepy doll inside.
他们发现一个可怕的娃娃，哦，这什么鬼啊？这个比较可怕。
In fact, you may have seen this very same doll featured in one of our previous videos. Here's the footage we showed last time when YouTuber Lalo Escalante encountered this very doll in the same grave. Take a look.
哦呦，他说上一次他也有来，然后就是上一次那个娃娃居然动了。
After encountering the creepy doll in the UrbexMX exploration, one of the team members thinks he sees something moving up ahead.
有。
They search the darkness with their lights. Suddenly, something darts out from behind one of the graves.
要往前走，看到东西吗？有吗？
So fast that if you blink,
消失了。
just miss it.
哦有哎，好快啊！有个东西咻之类的鬼掉，咻之类的鬼掉。
Could it just be an ordinary shadow, or is it something paranormal? It seems that this particular cemetery is a popular destination for ghost hunters, and if the events seen in this video are to be believed, it's with good cause.
看来这个我是没看过。
Cemetery be one of the most haunted places in Mexico.
但看来应该很多人，还是他们墨西哥的坟地都长得是一样的，让我觉得好像在哪里看过。
Video was uploaded to YouTube by Fourth Wall.
哦 ，Fourth Wall 是日本的吗？这应该杨同学会比较熟。
In the subtitles, the uploader mentions that in 2001, a murder took place in the area.
2001年有一个杀人事件在这边。
The shrine for more than 3 minutes.
他说不能再盯着这个神龛超过3分钟。
The video is relatively uneventful. However, at one point, an offering falls from the shrine as if pushed by something.
有东西从上面掉下来。
Seeming to have proven the 3-minute myth to be untrue, the pair decide to leave the area. But before they do, they take several photographs of the shrine.
好像3分钟超过了哈，好像不是真的。在离开之前，他们拍了几张照片。
Take a look at this pic in particular and let me know if you can spot anything unusual.
这后面那个影子比较长吗？有什么比较奇怪的地方吗？
First, the image looks fairly normal.
对啊，
However, if you
看起来蛮
focus
正
on
常
the
的。
bottom right corner of the shrine, there appears to be a face peering out of the
哦
darkness.
，OK， 有一张脸啊的右下角，
They didn't notice it at first
他们没
glance.
有注意到。
The face is white with large dark eyes. In fact, it looks like it could be wearing a mask.
看起来像戴着面具的一个人的样子哈。
So is it possible this is the ghost of the person who was supposedly murdered in the area?
被谋杀的人吗？
To be someone playing a spooky prank. Take another look at the photo and let me know down below.
嗯。
New lights appeared near it, and they got really bright at that point.
In early January 2022,
又是飞碟的吗？
Krause and his wife looked up into the sky over Naples Beach in Florida.
佛罗里达州的海边。
Light. He quickly grabbed his camera and took this series of pictures.
他用照片吗？哦，这是拍照片，没有拍影片，干嘛拍影片？地上还有反光。
According to Krause, new lights suddenly began to appear. They
他
got
说它是
brighter
突然
and
冒出来
started
的，
to move in different directions.
而且往不同的方向移动。
The photos caused such a stir that they were even shown on a
什么？
local news broadcast.
还有新闻报道。
In a search for more information about the strange objects, the station contacted the FAA, who told them to ask the military.
军人呢？问
While the
军人。
nearest airport told them that nothing out of the ordinary was on the radar that night,
他
someone
说
speculated
那
it
晚
might have
没
been
有什么
Chinese
奇怪的
lanterns.
活动，军事活动，有可能是天灯吗？
Krause replied, saying that the object's movement convinced him that they were definitely not lanterns.
他说那些动
So
的
what did
方
Krause
向
really
感
see
觉
in
不
the
像
sky
是
that night?
天灯。
Unfortunately, until more information comes to hand, we may never know. Before we take a look at some truly bizarre dashcam footage, remember to hit that subscribe button, then tickle that little bell icon there and turn on all channel notifications. That way you'll be in the loop every time we drop our scary and mysterious videos.
行车记录仪啊
This，video, uploaded to YouTube by Putream, appears to show something truly bizarre. Take a look.
嗯，
The
Hmm?
dashcam footage shows the rear of a white SUV. It's snowing outside and visibility's poor. At first, it appears as though the SUV speeds up and the snow is actually masking the location of the vehicle.
嗯，那辆车
However,
突然消
once the
失了
line。of vision clears, the SUV is nowhere to be seen. It seems unlikely that it sped off or even turned off suddenly.
那前面那个
Where did it
车
go?
子不见了。
If you play the clip in slow motion, it also offers little clues as to where the mysterious vehicle actually went.
那个
Take
白色
another
的
look and
车
see，if you can spot anything we might have missed.
白色的车 往前开之后，变了。
So what do you think? Is the snow somehow playing tricks with our eyes?
它不是换跑道这台车吗？它不是右边那台车吗？不一样吗？还是我看错？
To explain the mysterious disappearing SUV. Let me know your theories on this and share them with the rest of the community in the comment section down below.
那台车就这样不见了。
Now, if you can't get enough of our content, then don't worry, we've got you covered. Check out that scary video on the top there.
好了，这个很开心，这个在今天又睽违了1个月之后呢，又跟大家在网络上见面了哈。这个下一次我再准时1点9点直播了哈。那记得各位要开启小铃铛哈，这样我突然冒出来的时候，快闪的时候，大家才会知道我出现。好了，今天的时间差不多了啊，那就先这样吧。这个跟一些朋友们解释一下，因为回来台湾之后，最近越来越忙了哈，所以时间可能就不是很固定了哈。那也是非常感谢大家这个多多包容啊。那在我们的脸书的鬼故事趴邪教的社团里面呢，有很多的朋友都在分享一些灵异的东西，所以相信在这边同好们在那边一定可以找到更多有趣的东西了哈。好的，谢谢大家了哈，那今天就先到这边了哈，有空在线上大家再聊天咯，大家早点休息，晚安啦，拜拜。